My name is Jane Camp. I'm a professor of art over at Heartland Community College. I received my BFA from Illinois Wesleyan University and my MS and MFA from Illinois State University. I've worked for various other colleges, Tennessee State University, Richland Community College, came back to teach at ISU, and I am a working exhibiting artist. I try to find the thing that inspires me, just like a painter or somebody who's drawing, but I'm using a camera and cameras. One of the things that I don't do much, but again, I have to play into it a little bit of manipulating images because I teach that. These images in this exhibition are pretty true to how it looked. So I'm not doing any highly manipulative coloring. I'm not taking out, it's fairly documentary. In fact, I can't recall, I think this is purely documentary. The darkroom stuff has to be. Certainly I can put it lighter or darker, the same way I can do with color, but it's fairly close to the way I saw it, except when I look at this work back in my memory of being there, it has a different feel for me. So it's this aid to the memory of my experience of it. So I like the softer darkroom ones juxtaposed against a digital one. And I think the reality lies in both of those experiences and not just one. I don't think that I come to a subject matter with only one opinion about it. And I would say, taking these cameras just shows the plural way in which we perceive anything. And it reminds me of that when I look at my own work and I look at this, the plurality in every experience. And, without emotion, you can see that a little bit more clearly. I think that's what I love about creating artwork. It solidifies something that's just swimming in your consciousness and in your emotions and your sense of spirituality. But as soon as you make it, you've solidified it in a way that makes it more contemplative, and I find very enriching. It's what I love about viewing anybody's artwork. I have a broad taste in artwork. I love just when you hit that person that has really made that sing, it's something you're just like, oh, this is, I've hit a kindred spirit in this world, and that's what, I really strive for in my own work, whether it's drawing or photography or painting. I'm always hoping that it really hits that chord inside of me that was my desire to make it. And again, a lot of photographers always say making a photo instead of taking it, just like you make a painting or you make a drawing, because it's with such intention and through editing and processing so deliberate that you embed some of yourself in it that enlivens that piece. I think that I want what any artist always wants in a response from the viewer, especially somebody who loves nature, is that it evokes something from the essence of who you are, that you are water and other things, and that we're of this earth too, and that it's so immense. So water in particular, unconfined, although you can get to the next shore, and I did. I mean, I traveled around the Great Lakes so you could get from side to side. But it's, the horizon just keeps going for the most part, in these. And, a little like Castaway. I love that movie. It's one of my all-time favorites. I think of metaphors, I can really relate to Castaway and everything that embodied, being on that island and the isolation, but then being released in the power of water and saved him. And so that's why it was so important to me. I could have tried to go extremely grand on a huge grand scale of something. But why do that? Because its grandness is grander than that. So I wanted something personal. So the scale that I chose, I always wanted it to be this memory, that it was closer to me. It's not as expansive as the Great Lakes intentionally, and I wasn't even trying to allude to that. And one time in my painting, I did want to really have things expand and expand and expand. But now that I'm older, I guess I want to hold things closer, make them more dear, a little precious, even if I could say, to some extent.